As a leading advocate for consumers' rights, we at Consumer Litigation Associates want to help unlock some of the secrets that the consumer reporting agencies don't want you to know. In this video, I will explain how to prepare an effective dispute letter to dispute an inaccurate item on your credit report. The first step in correcting an inaccurate item on your credit report is to write a dispute letter to the consumer reporting agencies. They're required to investigate any disputed inaccurate item. Now remember, they're only required to delete an inaccurate item, not a derogatory item. In our experience, it's imperative that you write an actual letter directly to the consumer reporting agencies to dispute the inaccurate item. Make sure that you explain the inaccuracy and include any supporting documentation that you might have. You want to sign and notarize this letter and send it to the consumer reporting agencies via traceable mail. Keep a copy of your letter and keep a copy of the receipt showing your proof of mailing. Once you have your letter notarized, it transforms it from a simple dispute letter to a piece of evidence that can be used later if litigation is needed. Having proof of delivery of your dispute is also evidence that demonstrates when the consumer reporting agency received your dispute and started the clock ticking for it to investigate and respond to you. The reporting agencies have 30 days once they receive the dispute to provide you with the results of their investigation. You should send your dispute to each credit reporting agency that made an inaccurate report. The big three are TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Their addresses are available at the Consumer Litigation Associates website. If you have a dispute with another agency, such as a background check company, call and ask them for the dispute address. If you have received a copy of your report, the dispute address may be included on the report. Don't telephone a dispute or file one online. Even if the credit reporting agency has an online dispute option, in our experience, it's always better to send the dispute letter than to make a dispute online. Now, let's discuss the information that you need to include in your dispute letter. On the first page, you should include your name, address, phone number, social security number, date of birth, and date of the letter, the name and address of the consumer reporting agency, the identifying information for the disputed item, including the name of the furnisher, account number, and the date that the item appeared on your consumer report. Then write a paragraph stating that you've received your consumer report, the date on which you received the consumer report, and that you discovered that the agency is reporting an inaccurate and derogatory item, and importantly, the reason why it is inaccurate. Be clear and concise without emotion. You might write, "You are reporting that I am over 30 days past due on the mortgage since November 2012 with $3,000 past due. This is untrue. I'm not past due at all on the mortgage, and there's been a surplus of $298 in escrow." On the next page, you should include a paragraph with details about the nature of the inaccuracy. Some of the reasons our clients have had to dispute an inaccurate item are that the account does not belong to them, or they never opened such an account, or someone else's account has been mixed up into their credit file, or the furnisher is reporting inaccurate information about a delinquency or default when the consumer is current on his or her account. You should then include a paragraph demanding that the consumer reporting agency conduct a full independent investigation of the dispute. Ask the consumer reporting agency to forward all your documentation to the furnisher and call you directly at a phone number you provide if there's any additional information that it requires. Ask that the agency report back the results of the investigation. Sign and notarize your letter. Be sure to attach copies of any relevant documentation. If the account that is reporting is not your account, you won't have any documentation to attach. However, if the report is about your account but is reporting the wrong information, you should include canceled checks, bank statements, or other proof that you paid on time and in full. Hopefully, the credit reporting agencies will correct the inaccurate report. But if they don't, remember, you still have rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act to resolve these problems.